that feels he's a really happy man.
This is a serious message to everybody watching my update right now. Peace and love, peace and love. I want to tell you, please, after the 20th of October, do not send fan mail to any address that you have. Nothing will be signed after the 20th of October.
Thomas the Tank Engine was grumbling to the other engines. I spend my time pulling coaches about ready for you to take out on journeys. The other engines laughed. Why can't I pull passenger trains too?
Hello, everybody. What are you doing here?
Oh, I'd better get going. See you, Rolly.
Hey, Bird, this is a great job. It's so easy. Lost Property Officer Rowley on a mission to find lost property.
Bill and Ben are tank engine twins. Each has 4 wheels, a tiny chimney and dome, and a small squat cab. Their trucks are filled with china clay. It is needed for pottery, paper, paint, and many other things.
You know what? All the time, you're out with buddies or you're around the house, your kids do some. I'm a one-liner guy, so I always, if something happens, you just, you write, oh, that's funny. You crank it out, oh, that's hilarious. For instance, let me show you. Out to dinner yesterday. We're out at dinner yesterday. I said, I got to remember that.
They're still asleep? Wow! Well, if all that didn't wake them up, I love the feeling of being sparkly clean after a good scrub.
It was a busy time at the docks. All the engines were working hard, pushing and pulling freight cars about. One morning, Percy was late. Cranky the Crane was quick to criticize. These ships can't be kept waiting. They have important cargo. If they miss the tides, they will be delayed in the docks.
Edward was getting old. His bearings were worn, and he clanked as he puffed along. He was taking empty cattle cars to a market town.
Christmas is a very busy time for us, Mr. Cratchit. People preparing feasts, giving parties, spending the mortgage money on frivolities.
One might say that December is the foreclosure season.
Harvest time for the moneylenders.
We should find somewhere more private.
Well, that gets a little...
Yeah, you're right. Impossible to know which areas here are compromised. So when can I see you? Got it. We'll rendezvous then.
I'm an emerald green engine, and I'm always ready to help a friend in need. Hello, Percy. I'm far too busy to play. I have these crates to deliver. Flowers? How lovely! I know all about flowers.
Then there was trouble. The beehive fell and broke open. The station cleared like magic. James heard a familiar buzzing. The bees were too cold to be cross, so they buzzed around the fireman hoping he'd mend their hive, but he didn't understand, nor did his driver. So the bees turned to James. His boiler was nice and warm.
Life has no meaning. People are born and then live a life that they don't understand, trying to make the good choices to be happy, but at the end, everyone dies and nobody remembers yourself.
Ha ha, chuckled Percy. You don't look really useful now, Thomas. You look really disgraceful. I'm not disgraceful, choked Thomas. You did that on purpose. Get me out.
Well, you gave me the advice many years ago, I think, 20-odd years ago, to put a showreel together. So I did. And I landed my first job about 3 weeks later and have been going ever since.
So, oh, no, well, it took ages to grow. And they're a real pain when, because you've got to trim. That was one of the ideas that I had for growing a beard so big, because this guy, whilst he's a detectorist, a local historian, and has a small engineering firm, he's also got this big beard, which you have to fiddle with.
When Henry Hooper got in from school, he usually had a big bowl of cornflakes. Today it was a bigger bowl than normal, and he was shoveling down the spoonfuls like a man stoking a boiler. Henry, I know you've got a big mouth, but there's no need to eat like a pig at a trough, is there? That's what his mother would have said if she'd been at home. She wasn't, though. She was out, as usual, and she'd not left him a note or anything.
Hello, welcome to the Gallagher show. I want you to meet all my friends, Percy and Gordon and Toby, and I hope you'll come and see me again. Bye.
But Pat thought to himself, I'll have a nice surprise ready for when they come back. Later that day, when he'd finished delivering the post, Pat went to the village post office. This time, he went to the grocery part of the counter. He bought some flour, margarine, sugar, eggs, icing sugar, cherries, and dried fruit. Said Mrs. Goggins, it sounds as though your Sarah's making a cake. Oh, no, said Pat. They've gone to Wooler for the week.
Okay, maybe we should take the highway. Is there a highway? Very nice. River! Look out for the river! A funny thing happened to me on the way to Zagawa. Oh. A funny thing happened to me on the way to Zagawa.
To the right, Teresa. Hello, Nathan. Here's James. I can't help being fast, Emily. Yes, I remember all that. But I got rid of my wooden brake blocks and I was painted red. So good things came out of that accident and I don't have brake problems anymore. I have to brake sharply sometimes, Emily.
I guess things weren't going as smoothly or quickly as they wanted to. And Kevin and I had a ball, and because we knew each other so well, we were able to improvise dialogue and do the troublesome truck stuff really well because we know each other's speech patterns so well, and we had a lot of fun doing it. And we were on a break during recording.
Actually, the name's Roddy, and in exchange for my assistance, I was hoping you might. Well, for a hard day of navigating sewer pipes, there's nothing better than relaxing in a jacuzzi whirlpool bath. Yes, the water looks perfect. Now, you hop in, and I'll press this lever to get the bubbles going.
I have Googled myself before. I'm a bit egotistical like that, so I want to see what's going on in the world about me. Okay. What is Markiplier's real name? Mark Edward Fishbach. That is my name.
What sort of stupid question is that? Give me those oars. Show me some real seamanship, laddie. I'll not be doubted by some pipsqueak tuft of Ginger and his irritating dog. I am master and commander of the seas. I know these waters better than the warts on my mother's face. Look at a pair of them, fast asleep. Typical landlubbers. Hey, no stamina these days. Never mind.